of Owerri. You guys, we are back on today's episode with one and only
Courage.
Courage, introduce yourself. What do you do for a living?
I meet real estates.
Okay.
I sell properties.
Okay.
Buy.
Okay.
I do many things.
Okay. So guys, before we continue, we have our sponsor for today, Snoozy Trend Wears. All our guests are getting this today, Snoozy Trend Wears. So you guys patronize Snoozy Trend Wears. They deal on all kinds of shirts, pants, awada, anything at all. The allocation is in Owerri, but they send worldwide. So our guests have this.
Wow, this is beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow,
Thank
this
you. That's a
looks
shirt.
very nice.
Yeah.
So guys, don't forget to patronize Snoozy Wears. They're the best in Owerri.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So, let's talk about Christianity. Yeah, is there any part of Christianity that you find problematic, or let's say the culture? Oh wow. Okay, let's say you.
Okay, for example, I found tithing as a big problem.
Paying your tithe.
Yeah, paying is a big problem. It's not even biblical.
Oh, okay.
It's not even for the modern Christians.
Okay.
So if you read very well, if you read from Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, you find that there's no way God told his servant or Jesus Christ to even collect tithe or give men of God tithe. So that for me, that's a big scam.
Serious.
If you read your Bible, there's a place in the Bible from Leviticus. There's a place in the Bible where God told the Levite to farm, right?
Okay.
So to give for the less privileged, those who don't have house, they will give them the farm and your tithes.
Okay.
You can sell it. If you can read your Bible very well, I don't know,
okay.
but I read Bible, so I can't be deceived by
so
pastors.
You always find it like you feel like pastors are deceiving members when they tell them to bring their tithes to the
Yeah. You're not to see, as a Christian, you're not obliged to even take your money and give to pastors. That is a big scam. That is deceiving you guys.
Are you for real?
I can't even do that.
You cannot do that, and you've never done that. You don't go to church.
I don't even go to church.
Oh, you don't go to church. So even if you find yourself by mistake in a church, you're not going to pay your offering or your tithe.
I can give these offerings are voluntary.
Okay.
But tithes, I don't do that.
But nobody can force you to give your tithe. I mean, it should be voluntary too. No, because you feel like, because for me, I pay my tithe. I believe in that, right? And it paves way for me. Do you understand? So I feel good like paying my tithe, and I believe sometimes it's what you believe in. Because I see in there's this part of the Bible that says that we should bring our tithes and offering to the house of God.
To do what?
I mean, it's in the Bible.
To give to the less privileged.
Okay.
Not to your pastor. There's no way in the Bible is written that you should give to your pastors.
Okay.
For me,
so why bringing it to the house of God that part of the Bible says?
To share to the less privileged.
So
there's even a part of the Bible that says God instructed the Levite to sell their crops, to even buy wine and drink, and marry, enjoy.
Okay.
So
you want to tell me now you not go to a church and pay offering and pay your tithes?
Offering, I can do offering. Offering is voluntary. But you see that tithes, I don't feel do a scam.
Is it because maybe you feel that the tithes will be bigger?
It's not about bigger. Okay, sorry. There's this other man of God that said from that 10%, she gives you 15%.
Okay.
So that's scamming. Honestly, that's scamming. It's not making sense for me.
Okay.
That's people contradict. So many pastors, they deceive our Christian brothers and sisters. They contradict the Bible.
Okay.
If you read your Bible, you won't be scammed.
So you feel like the pastors that are telling us that are accepting tithes, offerings, and all, they are scamming?
That's scamming. If you go abroad, if you go overseas, you don't do anything tithe. Everybody works with their money.
I mean, that's abroad now.
Yeah, but let's implement it here in Africa.
How can you just implement it here? This Bible thing is based on understanding, right? How you understand it. You understood that tithes and offering shouldn't be given to the pastors.
No, I didn't say tithe and offering. I said tithe alone. Offering is voluntary.
Okay. All right, no problem. So the way you're sounding like this, are you sure you'll not be against, let's say, Christians in general?
No, I'm not being against Christians. Everybody has their way of worshiping God, right? For me, I don't think tithing is pleasing God. You are just giving to the.
But you believe in going to church?
Yeah, you can go to church, but going to church doesn't make you a Christian.
Okay.
You can stay in your house, right? Okay. You can pray, you can worship God.
You can stay in your house. So what about going to church?
So there are many ways to go to church. Okay, about going to church is for people. I don't know about for me myself. I can't do that. There are many ways to worship God.
Yeah.
You can stay in your house. You can pray.
Yeah.
You know, be good. I think the greatest commandment is just love.
Yeah.
Love yourself as your neighbor.
Okay.
That's
So
what
have you ever had any negative or positive experience from maybe Christian or the, let's say, religions in general?
Yeah, religion. Yeah, especially men of God, pastors. You know,
Okay.
I can remember a few years ago, my aunt sent me to go and meet a man of God.
Okay.
You know, before you meet that man of God, you have to pay money.
Are you okay?
That's
some people-
that. Yeah, no. Don't say some people. That's
Some
very
people do
wrong.
that. Some people do that. I'm not here to judge. I mean, they have.
But
their-
for me, that's very wrong. If
Okay.
if people have been paying Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ will be the richest man on earth. Why will you pay to see a same man of God for prayers and say do this, bring sand? No. That's coming.
It's not even- it's- okay, wait. You're going to make payment to take sand, like
To take sand, they will take
they've done it to you.
you carry sand, they will give you sand, they will sell the sand to you. They will say take it to your father's land, maybe anywhere, and pour it. That you see change. Nothing up to now, nothing.
And you're going to more like give them money, collect the sand.
But I give 100k.
Mado,
100k.
are you serious?
Man, I use the money chop now. 100k, but
Yeah.
it's not my money. Someone sent me, so.
Okay, because normally you're looking at you not even
Me.
try, you know. From the way you're talking, you don't even want to. Is there anything about religion that still surprises you? Like if you remember it, be like, is this really happening, or is this supposed to be happening?
Okay, I have so many things to say about religion.
Okay.
First of all, 220, right?
Okay.
So my aunt, there's this church she loved going
Okay.
from Port Harcourt to Lagos.
Oh,
She would book her flight, you know.
Okay.
So she was sick. We found out that it was cancer. Do you know what the pastor said? This is an attack. Don't go to the hospital. You know now, as a believer, you just believe what the prophet or the pastor said. You know, she was dying silently, and just during that COVID-19, you couldn't travel outside,
Yeah.
right? Do you know she was dying silently? We went to Enugu. We spent a week there. Do you know, my aunt will say, call this man of God, chat him. If you chat this man, he says 700k for prayers, consultation, do this, pay the God of this, pay the God of that. I was just like, But then I was just, okay, I have no choice, not my money, I have to do the transfer.
Yeah.
You know, at the end, my aunt said, okay, do you know what, please, don't send any money. You know, she realized that she fucked up.
Yeah.
Say, courage, don't send any money. Keep the money for yourself. If I keep remembering this,
And she didn't get healed. I mean,
she died.
oh my goodness.
She died.
Of that same cancer?
Yes, now. So after the burial, I thought maybe the man of God, because we'll be spending money,
Yeah.
traveling.
Yeah.
He didn't come for the burial, right? After that, he called the kids. Nothing. I was expecting, okay. See, your mom is a member,
Yeah.
one of our members.
Yeah.
You know, support the kid. Nothing. So that's what I was saying. If you're a Christian, don't be deceived. Don't give money to anybody, and nothing will happen to you. Another thing is that again, a lot of women
Yeah.
or single ladies, they will go to church and sleep to church thinking they will get pregnant, or by prayer, by drinking water. That's false. Jesus Christ didn't do anything of that. If you're a follower of Christ, you should follow his footstep.
So you want to tell me that God cannot, minister to somebody to go and do something in his house and be blessed?
How?
I mean, it's a task.
Madam, it is not those days of Mary and Joseph.
God is still same God. And
It's still saying God, but it's not now, right? You won't tell me you as a girl, you're not married.
That means you don't believe in miracles.
There's miracle, but not arranging.
What do you mean by arrange?
There's I've seen so many videos where a woman will go to
No, I know that there is arranging. Does it mean that all of them are now arranging?
If there are 99% are arranging.
So that 10%, what do you feel that the miracles that they do that you know that it's not arranging?
Okay, for me, I feel like God created the world for man and wife, and man and woman to enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
God have given everything, both the doctors, anything. If you want to conceive, you need intimacy. You will not just stand as a woman and you think you just get pregnant. You have to make love with your husband or to anybody. So any man of God telling you to bring money so that he will pray for you so that you get pregnant, it's scam. That's scamming you.
Okay, so what is that particular thing you will see now that has happened and you be like, this is miracle from God?
Okay, me personally, I would say, for example,
Okay.
personally,
Okay.
I prayed for something and it has happened to me.
Okay.
Right? So I think prayer works for those.
Okay, you mean what you're mainly saying is you know God by yourself.
Yeah, there are many ways to worship God.
Like, not really, you're not necessarily going to a man of God to be like, do this for me, you understand?
Than going to a man of God, I prefer going to my mom or dad than my God on earth.
That's what I'm saying. That's the summary you're trying to, like, what you're trying to say here.
Yeah.
So what do you have to say about those that worship their pastors, that they're all over their pastor, everything is my pastor, my pastor, my pastor? What do you have to say about that?
Okay, you see that's why I say religion is fucked up. We have only one God, right? Honor your God, serve your God, pray to Him. So you serving your pastor, you as a woman, it's very wrong to serve your pastor. So women don't even respect their husband.
Okay.
So women go to church, they forget to cook, they will be in the church from Monday to Sunday. And you come back around 6 p.m. Some even go to night vigil. Leave your husband, leave your kid, leave everybody. You don't even cook. And when you come back, you say you went to church. That's stupidity. Right? I can remember last year there was a crusade in Owerri about this man coming to Owerri. Okay. I saw so many videos, a lot of students, a lot of married women left their home, went for a 3 days or 4 days, they slept outside. That's stupidity. We are worshiping women. Sorry, we are worshiping men of God instead of worshiping God. And God is a jealous God. It's very bad. It's very bad. So I don't support that.
So you feel like they were so stupid going there? Don't you think that they are gaining something? That's why they are going there.
What you gain? You don't gain anything. You're just being a hypocrite.
Huh?
Yeah, you're just being a hypocrite. How can you go and worship a man of God? Why not go and pray, you come back? You cannot pray.
But how do you feel that they are there to worship the man of God?
They will call it daddy.
I don't get it. Is it wrong? I
It's
mean,
very
it's
wrong.
what I feel like calling their man, their pastor.
Pastor, daddy. You don't even call your husband. Some don't even call their husband daddy.
So if you're what if you get married? Are you married?
I'm not married.
So what if you get married tomorrow and your wife is calling the man of God daddy? You'll be against it.
I'll be very, very against it. He's not. I'm the head of the family.
Okay.
Not the
pastor. What if he calls you daddy and call the pastor daddy?
It's very wrong. Call me daddy, not the pastor. I'm not being married.
You're just a jealous man.
I should be a jealous man. You don't be married.
Yeah, I get
So I paid for everything. I own you. Everything. You have no right. Yeah. So you just go to church, pray to your God, and come back.
So what if, for instance, now, yeah, let's say you were sick. You were sick, and your wife told you that, see, I'm going for a crusade tomorrow, and I believe that you're going to get healed when I go for this crusade. And she goes there and prays and comes back, and you're good. So you will not believe that it happened, that there was miracle. Like
there's nothing like such. There was miracle. That's what they have taught us in the world. Right? You're sick.
Let's say that particular sickness, you've been sick for a while, and doctors. I mean, there are sicknesses that you sleep in the hospital, they are not even able to cure you.
My dear, it doesn't work.
Okay, you don't believe that there are sicknesses.
There's nothing like sickness. You go to. They will do a checkup for you. They will give you medication.
So you don't believe that? I believe there are some doctors report that maybe if you go to the doctor to meet the doctor, and at the end of the day, the doctor will be like, I don't that like maybe they've exhausted all their options. You've not seen situations like that?
I've not seen. That means you were not sick. Because I mean, if you are sick, you need to be.
And you don't believe that some sicknesses can be spiritual?
Be spiritual. But there's nothing about spiritual.
So you don't believe say they feel do person for village?
Nothing like that. That's what you believe. See, let me tell you. When I came back from Cameroon, my uncle's wife, she carried sand. She did it, and I did it. I can't imagine for she do so much. It's not wrong. So it does for me. I don't believe those things. I don't even believe in anything of those spiritual juju. Juju man said, if you juju man see any way to collect your money, juju man don't born 6 children. His sons are very stupid in the village. Nothing, and you go and take your money and give to them.
You don't. Okay.
That's stupidity now. Why give you money to what a men of God or juju people?
All right, no problem. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
So bye, guys.